All right, today's daily movement is going to be a core workout. We're going to be focusing on not only the abdominals, but also some of the obliques. You're not going to need any equipment. I'll provide some modifications. Let's get started. That first exercise is going to be a V tuck, single leg V tuck. So we're going to lay down on the ground. Entropy might come over and join us. Come over here, Entropy. We're going to start essentially extended position, right? So arms and legs extended. From here, we're going to hinge from our hips, and we're going to bring one leg up into a V crunch position. So think of this V position, right, with the knee, but I'm bringing my knee up. My arm's gonna come off to the side. Think of straddling that leg. I'm trying to reach in the direction of my heel. So a single leg V up crunch, or V crunch, excuse me, looks like this. I'll give you guys the rep scheme and the workout here in a second, but we're gonna be doing this movement. We're gonna be alternating legs. So if you need a cushion or a mat for your lower back or spine, highly recommend rolling out a mat or doing this on carpet versus stall mats like this. But a single leg V crunch looks like so. We're rounding a little bit in that back. We're reaching for the heel, and we're trying to bring that torso up as much as we can. If you want to make it a little harder, you can do a single leg V up where you're going to keep the leg straight or straight as possible while you reach for your heel as you keep, again, there might be a slight bend in the knee, but you're keeping the leg straight versus bending it. So that is the first exercise we're going to be doing. The second exercise is going to be a side plank rotation. So we're going to do a side plank essentially where we're creating a fist with our hands. We're putting our forearm on the ground and our elbow is stacked underneath our shoulder. So it looks like so. Then from there, I'm going to stagger my feet. So if I have my right side down, my top leg, which is my left leg, is going to come in front. My right leg is going to come behind, toe to heel. Then from here, we're going to extend the arm up overhead. We're going to rotate our left hand through our rib cage underneath and then back to starting position. So this is side plank rotation. If you need to modify, you're going to drop to the knees, bring your feet behind you kind of at a 45-degree angle. You'll lift the hips up and you'll have a straight line of action between your knees, hips, and shoulders, and you'll do the same thing. Rotation, side plank rotations on that side. Again, I'll give you guys the rep scheme, total time frame here. So the same thing looks like on the opposite side. Remember, I really want to press through that elbow and that forearm pressing into the ground, pressing the shoulder into the ground versus letting the hips sink. We really want to think of pushing away, targeting those obliques on our body. Again, arm extended on the opposite side. Again, I'll give you guys a time frame here in a second. After that, we are going to do a boat pose, and it's going to be a hold. So in this boat pose, I want to think of elevating my heels, getting my heels in line with my knees or slightly underneath. Palms are going to face up in this top position. Hands are kind of by my thighs and knees, and we're going to hold this position. If you need to modify, you can drop one leg or drop both legs, but you really want to focus on the core here. This is going to be an isometric hold because we're bracing and holding that position with that boat pose. So again, nice and high with the legs. Entropy is hanging out, licking all the sweat off. Again, that's that boat pose. So that's a third position. Fourth one, Entropy, go, go, go. Fourth one, we're gonna turn over into this plank position on our palms. Feet are about hip width distance apart, shoulder width distance apart. Then we're gonna go from the palm position in this plank to the forearm position here, and then back up. These are plank push-ups. These can also be modified to the knees, where you drop down and then back up. Now notice when I come down to that bottom position, I'm creating fists with my hands here. When I think of create a nice tight position. So what are the details for the workout? So we're gonna be doing 30-second rotations for every exercise. Remember that first one is a V crunch, a single leg V crunch. We're alternating legs, so 30 seconds of that. Then from there, we'll go to 30 seconds of the plank rotations on one side, 30 seconds of plank rotations on the other side. Then we'll move to that boat pose. That is an isometric hold where we're holding. 30 seconds of that hold, and then we're gonna go into 30 seconds of those plank push-ups. Once you finish that, you have 30 seconds of rest. So essentially you can take your watch, your phone, just keep that running clock. After those 30 seconds of rest, you'll continue on for another round. Today, I would love for you guys to aim for 3 rounds. If you're doing a lot of training and you want a little extra, go for 4 rounds. If you're relatively new and you haven't done much training and you need to modify a lot of the movements, just perform 2 rounds for today. If you feel good, go for the 4. If you need to modify, go to the 2. Nothing wrong with modifying or changing or adjusting. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Again, this is something that doesn't require any equipment, so if you have other friends or family members that are working out at home or in the garage gym and don't have much equipment, you can share this with them and hopefully they will be able to utilize it for their home training. Again, any questions, drop a comment below and let me know what else you'd like to see of in terms of training or other workouts or other tutorials. Again, if you want to support as well, feel free to check out the links below. Thanks for tuning in.